friend Josh says that one of the keys to eliminating much of our suffering is, expectation management. And when expectations are properly managed, people don't suffer as much. So one of my main jobs as a broker is to make people aware of what to expect. And one of the things I tell them is that when you sign a contract, you see, the whole process is very stressful. It's a very dramatic, emotional process, finding a home. And one of the reasons is because of the paradigm, the archetype that people have when they want to find a home. You know, that a lot of that is directed by fairy tales. You know, when kids are little and their parents read them a bedtime story, and they have a fairy tale about where they're going to live, and it's going to be a grass with a picket fence, and that doesn't work out for everyone. But luckily in Manhattan, people are influenced by popular culture too. I would say one of my main influences was Desperately Seeking Susan. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but they basically make Chinatown, like a fifth floor walk up in Chinatown, look very cool and appealing. And therefore we have, you know, buyers for that kind of real estate that in reality is smelly, smells a lot like fish, can be very hot, noisy, does not have a lawn or a picket fence. But that's one of the reasons I came to New York, is because of Desperately Seeking Susan, which took place in the summer. It was very hot. So hot, in fact, that Madonna had to wash her armpits in Grand Central Station, which was kind of an exciting scene, I guess. Whereas real estate agents in the rest of the nation, you come to them and you say, I have $100,000, I want to find a place, what can we do? And that agent already starts going, 100,000, you got 120,000, 150,000, sure, we can find you something for 200,000. In Manhattan, it's literally the opposite. You come to me and say you have $100,000, right away I first start saying, well, we can't spend that whole 100 because the board's gonna wanna see cash left over in the bank. So 100,000, well, you have 80,000, and now by the time, you know, everything, 60,000, we'll find you something for 60,000. In our office, we have a cheer. Bad credit, no liquid assets, first time buyer. That's how it goes. And actually, we can probably find you something. If someone comes to me and says, find me a good deal, I say goodbye, because that doesn't exist. Because what a lot of people don't understand is what a marketplace is. Marketplace is where something comes to market, and then the market determines what it's worth. And that's what you pay for it. So I don't even understand the concept. Good deal, you know what a good deal, it means taking advantage of someone else's misfortune. What a lot of people don't realize is that my job is basically taking people shopping. It's like the ultimate shopping experience. We shop for houses. And that's why it's a lot of fun, my job, because we're just shopping for houses. And it doesn't matter if your budget is $100,000 or $100 million. I've had clients with $100 million budget. I'm looking at penthouse for them in Manhattan, 2 floors on the top of the Time Warner building at Columbus Circle. And they, if they had just had a little bit more money, they could have got what they wanted. And that's pretty much how it is for everybody. If you just had a little bit more money, then you could get what they wanted. And they needed to have 2 floors because the guy insisted that his home have a staircase. And I can understand that. You know, staircases, ever since I saw basically Gone with the Wind, I needed to have a staircase in my house too. You know, I haven't achieved that yet, but it's a goal. It is a goal I have, and I think I can achieve it without $100 million. Unfortunately for him and I, for me, I guess it would be correct, the deal didn't happen because somebody outbid us. He offered $76 million, somebody else offered $78 million, we got screwed. What is my point? The budget, right. So within your budget, you can find something that works, generally. But you should know, another expectation management, that no matter what you find, you will feel if you only had a little more money, you could have gotten exactly what you wanted. But the two things, I think, are quite unrelated, because sometimes you just find what you want, and it has nothing to do with the money. You find exactly what you want, and that's a stroke of luck in real estate that everybody waits for. It does happen. I've seen it happen. In fact, it's happened to me. And that's mostly a matter of waiting long enough.
My grandmother died, left me $150,000. I want to live in Manhattan. I don't have any kids. I don't have a wife. I can't pay more than $1,000 for maintenance. Get me something.
That's called the South Bronx.